क्या हाल चाल भाई अरुण भाई, कैसे हो? बढ़िया भाई, बढ़िया। इसका लफड़ा ही होगा भाई, क्या पता नहीं क्या हो गया एकदम से। नवदीप बढ़िया भाई, नवदीप तो इब्बा आया, मैं घर था तो यार। इब्बा कई दिन हो गए, 2-3 दिन पहले आया था भाई। 5 और 4 CM हो गई। सब 4 स्टार 5 स्टार मिले हैं। फीचर्ड मिले हैं भाई। ये भी कोई सेंटर फॉरवर्ड है भाई, क्या लफड़ा है भाई। ओनली 2900। ये कोई सेंटर फॉरवर्ड है इब्राहिम, क्या करूंगा इसका भाई। चाहिए तो गुलिट था भाई, गुलिट। ये साले फ्यूचर कार्ड दे रहे हैं। जिस प्लेयर की जरूरत नहीं थी ना, वो प्लेयर मिला है भाई। सिट मूवमेंट है भाई, ये सिट मूवमेंट।
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Manchester United.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way. Messi receives it in a good position here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That is ended up in no man's land. And he's intervened well there. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Yaya Toure. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Looking for options for movement. Messi. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And it's Bale. Messi, good read, needed to be. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. He's got away. Messi. Chance, surely! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
7 बजे से चाले में 8 तो कुछ 7:45 वैसा टाइम था 40 मिनट लग गई.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Eto'o. And he's there to get it away. Italy have reclaimed it. Messi!
Hi Sulaiman Sani bro, how are you?
Italy with the corner. They're first. Goes without saying, that was poor. So it is still 0-0. Oh, that's clever. Now it's Bale. It's Bale! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Just eases him off the ball. Yaya Toure. Plays a sharp little ball here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Nicked it back promptly. Son Heung-min. Tries to pass it through. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Bale. Good take, and is he in? Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Bale finds himself offside.
Good, bro. I need Gullit, bro, but Konami give me Ibra. I need Gullit, bro.
Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Son Heung-min. And he's straight offside.
He's offside. He's offside.
Xavi Alonso. Looking for the run.
You can never be short of runners in the space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's having a go. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Xabi Alonso really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Xabi Alonso goes short. He's had a shot! It's a loose ball. And that'll be the last act of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Still waiting for this to take off. It's
Of course,
goalless at
me too.
half-time.
I don't like that guy, Ibra. I swear that one just
And
bullshit.
the second
Yeah, bro.
half gets underway.
I need a Gullit, bro.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players.
I go
They
for
want
a
more.
Gullit.
Let's hope the game
But
comes to light.
Konami give me
He's
Ibra.
delivered all right.
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed
Sure,
and
yeah, bro.
sharpness in his game gives
I
him an
also
advantageous
like,
edge,
Gullit.
and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great.
And he's had a hit. It's their second corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. Italy are looking to go forward now. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Eto'o receives it in a wide position. Cleared away. Lobbed in behind. Eto'o showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Messi. Oh, sweet feet. Messi! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
No, again, there's no way through. And the pass is intercepted. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Number 20, Son Heung-min, coming on to replace him.
Now it's Maldini.
Number 14, Shevchenko.
Now it's Bale. Now it's Messi. And this is Bale. Oh, that's fabulous. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's managed to get free. That's going to go a long way. And they're back on the ball again.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Threads one in. Now it's Snyder. Really well taken goal.
ये तो बाई लक हो गया गोल वरना कोई चांस नहीं था गोल
They
होने का
have hauled themselves off the canvas. A momentary
बस वो लक था
lapse
कि उसके ऊपर
mercilessly
लग के वो
exploited.
वापस आगे बोल
They were
वरना तो
absolutely
काम हो गया
lethal.
था
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Schneider.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Schneider.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Could be danger here. Now there's a great chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Raul can get it clear.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And here's Messi. Knocks it into space. And the counter is on. He's found a way through. Bale. Beckenbauer. Added time is up. And there goes the whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end.
Yes, all when
Not
it
for
is
the
come
want
heading
of
level.
desire, drive or determination. No
When it
complaints.
comes scoring, he score.
How would you summarise
That
what
will
we've
be
seen
more
today then,
bullish.
Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one...
I need Gullit, bro. सोहेल भाई, सोहेल भाई, सोहेल भाई, I need Gullit. 5 पॉइंट गए. सोहेल भाई, इतना बुरा काटा है ना भाई को ना, मैंने हद कर दी भाई. गुलिट चाहिए था, गुलिट के लिए इब्राहिम दिया. क्यों दिया भाई? नहीं चाहिए था भाई ये. ये क्या किया? मैंने तो कुछ नहीं किया. ये देख, $197. गुलिट चाहिए था भाई, गुलिट के लिए. गुलिट, रूई कोस्टा और गटुस्सो में से कोई भी, मतलब ये तीन में से कोई, मतलब गुलिट के साथ कोई भी मिल जाता ना, सब चल जाता भाई. लेकिन तब तक ये रुकेगा नहीं. 6 दिन है. आज कितनी तारीख हुई है? आज 27 तारीख हुई. 3 तारीख तक, ये तीन तारीख तक है मेरे हिसाब से. थर्सडे तक, अगला थर्सडे आएगा तब तक है, 3 तारीख तक. मेरे पास होते मैं देता मेरे भाई. तू तो कहाँ से देता है अब जब है नहीं तो. इसको देखता हूँ और एक सलून. भाई ये क्या है? ये मतलब सीन है क्या? हाँ, मैक्स लेवल. अच्छा, अब हुआ है भाई. कौन सा बूस्टर है इसके पास? इसको एएमएफ है, कहाँ से एएमएफ खिलाऊं? एएमएफ है तो इसको मिलेगा ही नहीं भाई कुछ। एरियल अच्छा जंप वगैरह बढ़ेगा। इसमें क्या 108 तक जाएगा जिसमें ना 3 4 12 12 7 1 3 4 12 12 7 1। पहले हाफ में इसको खिलाऊंगा भाई, और इसको, ये दोनों खिलाएंगे पहले हाफ में। डोंट गो फॉर गुलिट। इसको इसको टाइम आउट दे भाई जरा ना। इब्रा बूस्टर 40 बूस्टर है, किसको रिमूव करने पड़ेंगे कुछ प्लेयर। चालीस सर्विस चार्ज। एक प्लेयर को रिलीज करना पड़ेगा। अभी इसको ये बताओ बूस्टर कौन सा था, जल्दी से बूस्टर की बात, बूस्टर बताओ। बूस्टर कौन सा था इसको। भाई बूस्टर बता दो यार, कोई जुल्म कर दिए भाई सब लोग ने भाई, मिल के जुल्म कर रहे हो भाई। बूस्टर मैंने इसको एरियल दे रखा, एरियल ही दे दूं क्या? इसको डिपिंग शॉट वगैरह इस ऐसे कुछ शॉट दे दो तो थोड़ा और भी बात बन जाए, लाइक डिपिंग शॉट, डिपिंग नोक शॉट, ये सब शॉट भी थोड़े से अलग लेवल के है ना, चाहिए इसको।
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Italy.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for
what
it.
are you saying, bro? You should have used the striker instead of booster. No, bro. I
And
give
we're
him
on
a
the way.
aerial.
Barcelona have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim. Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works. It's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
Now it's Darwin. Now it's Shevchenko. Messi going face to face with his great rival, looking for options for movement. Italy claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. And we have our very first corner. That's a good run down the left. And he's managed to gift it back. Played into space. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Shevchenko. And this is Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It finish of true class. The moment we all craved above all other. His goal, his moment.
After 20 minutes.
He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players,
Shot a goal! And he hits the net. They're level in a trice.
yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Ibrahimovic. That's a lovely, neat pass. And the pass is intercepted. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Azar. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodri. Nunez. Ferdinand. Beckenbauer. That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Iniesta. Now it's Darwin. Bergomi. Shevchenko. Gets a good foot in there. Iniesta. Can he get it through? Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Shoots! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football match.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Looking for a runner. Maldini. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Iniesta has created one goal already. Aimed beyond the defence. And the shot! Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Now it's Darwin, Iniesta, and into the grateful arms of the keeper. And he's straight offside. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And a chance! He scores! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 20, Darwin Núñez.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Italy get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum...
It's Ibrahimovic!
Number 3,
Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
number 22, Erling
Italy have their second corner now.
Mbappe. Number 6, De Bruyne. Number 14,
That has been knocked clear.
number
Italy really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And he was alert to it. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Has a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? So close to drawing level.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Italy have their third corner. He rises! He scored! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
He's having a shot! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it!
माचुदगी गेम की तो
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Barcelona take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
अरे तेरी माँ के भोसड़ी बाहर गया बहन की चूत मार उतरी क्या लंड गेम में बहन के लंडो बहन चूत की तुम्हारी अभी
Great ball if he can get there. Can he finish?
ये लंड लोड़ा गेम है भाई ये तो बहन का लंड
And that should do
Fuck
it.
off.
Within sight of the finish line.
क्या भोसड़पंथी होगी क्या माचुदगी गेम की भाई
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Added
London
time is
band,
up,
allora.
and there goes the whistle. Italy played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective.
Division 2 वाला
But
ही
they
ना होगा
are
ये
leaving
Division 2
here
वाला
feeling utterly deflated.
Did I miss the
Well,
pack
after all
opening
of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
पैक ओपनिंग में भी
Well, there
गांड ही
was a
मार ली भाई
distinct lack
कोनामी
of
ने
clarity
चूत
or-
उसकी भाई कुछ खास पैक ओपनिंग थी नहीं वही पांच प्लेयर के निकाले थे बहन की भोसड़ी भाई मेरा दिमाग की बहन चुत जाएगी भाई अच्छा खासा भाई अच्छा खासा फिर भी बहन चुदाने वाला गेम क्यों हो रहा है बार बार बहन का फक यार या तो मेरे से बहन चो तो भाई अंगूठे भी नहीं रखे जा रहे दिमाग का भोसड़ा हो गया भाई पहले ही यार ये पता नहीं क्या बहन चो या तो ये स्क्रीन में कुछ दिक्कत हो रही है या मेरे से अंगूठे रखे नहीं जा रहे मैं बार बार उठा ले रहा हूँ अंगूठों को कुछ तो गड़बड़ हुई है भाई कुछ तो गड़बड़ है भाई वरना तो इतना तो नहीं होता था यार। ये पता नहीं बहन की चूत उसने अपडेट ऐसा दिया, अपडेट की वजह से है भाई। मेरा तो दिमाग का लंड बना दिया भाई, सर फोड़ दिया मेरा तो। समझ नहीं आ रहा भाई, कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा बहन चोद। 20 बार तो उसके पास जाके चेक करा लिया, बहन का लंड बोल रहा है कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। अरे तो मादर चोद दिक्कत नहीं तो पहले भी तो मैं खेलता था, पहले भी तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं होती थी। अब कैसे माँ चुद रही इस फोन की। बुरा हाल है भाई, बहुत बुरा हाल है भाई दिमाग का ना। अब तो बस ये मम्मी के पास जाएगा तभी सुकून मिलेगा भाई, वरना सुकून नहीं है भाई। हाँ नया ही आएगा अब तो भाई, बस कसम से बोल रहा हूँ भाई, बस दिमाग खराब हो गया बिल्कुल बैंड चौथ। अभी पता नहीं यार ये क्या स्क्रीन का इशू है कुछ इनका। ये तो पहले भी लगा के खेलता था भाई, बिना इसके भी खेल के देख लिया, फिंगर स्लीव के भी खेल के देख लिया भाई। कुछ 1% के जाट भर का कुछ फर्क नहीं है। ऐसा महसूस होता है कि बहन चोद ना कि भाई मतलब स्क्रीन काम नहीं कर रही उस जगह से। अब जैसे देख मैं ये गेम प्ले दिखाऊं तेरे को, यहाँ पे गेम प्ले देख। ये डीएमएफ है ना, देख मैं तेरे को दिखाता हूँ देख। ये जो तेरे को दिख रहे होंगे ना इसमें, अगर मैं मान लो यहाँ पे ये प्लेयर है, इसको हाथ लगा के उठाता हूँ, ये देख अब तो उठ रहा है ये, उंगली से दबाव देने के बावजूद, दबाव देने के बाद तो उठ रहा है ये, ठीक है। अगर मैं इसको हल्का हाथ से करता हूँ ना तो उठेगा नहीं, ये देख। ये देख स्क्रीन पे ऐसे ही हाथ फेरता रहे तो कुछ नहीं होगा, ये देख। ये देख अगर यहाँ पे रख के फिर दबाव दे के उठाता हूँ ना तो उठ रहा है, ये देख। ये सीन है इसका भाई, मेरे को खुद समझ नहीं आ रहा क्या हो रहा है भाई। एक अपडेट आया, वो अपडेट की माँ चोद दूंगा फोन की, तो देगी तो अब क्या कर सकते हैं भाई। देख लेता हूँ एक बार, अपडेट भी तो आया है कोई। वो बोल रहे कि लेटेस्ट अपडेट है, हम लोग ने करके दिया है। इसमें अपडेट कहाँ पे पता चलेगा, सॉफ्टवेयर इंफॉर्मेशन। कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा भाई, क्या हुआ है क्या नहीं हुआ भाई कुछ। Bro, can anybody can give me some coins redeem code, bro, for Gullit, bro. गुलिट नहीं मिला ना भाई, भाई तो इशू है ना भाई। गुलिट के लिए तो मैंने ट्राई किया था, गुलिट नहीं मिला। हेलो भाई, कैसे? बढ़िया भाई, वीआईपी वाईटी गेमिंग भाई, आप बताओ कैसे हो? काफ़ी दिन तो अब नहीं करूँगा मिस, रेगुलर ही हूँ अब, कोई इशू नहीं है भाई, अब तो रेगुलर रहूँगा। बीच में कुछ गड़बड़ हो गई थी, मतलब शादी वादी थी दोस्तों की, घर परिवार में भी शादी थी, तो वहाँ पे बिजी हो गया था भाई। और फिर उससे पहले बीमार हो गया था सितंबर में, अक्टूबर में कुछ ऑफिस के काम से कहीं बाहर जाना पड़ता था बार बार, तो वहाँ पे भी कुछ कम ज़्यादा लाइव हो नहीं पाए थे अक्टूबर में भी। नवंबर में अब शुरू कर दिया है बस।
Well, football is of
अब ये
course
डेली किया
ultimately just a
करेंगे।
game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of
197
noise and energy.
maybe
This certainly
197
matters. Colour and
5 try
passion
मिली
just
थी,
oozing from the stands
900
here.
into
These
5 try
fans
मिली
love
थी
their
मेरे को।
football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way.
Andrei Shevchenko has to be the greatest player to emerge from the former Eastern Bloc.
Yeah, he is the name, isn't he?
Well, when you think he terrorises Europe's best defenders by doing the most beautiful work in the beautiful game, and we're talking
Shapes to shoot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. He has a look up. No way through, so back it comes. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
he did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And we have our very first corner. Rijkaard is there, and he can get that clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, he's onto this. He's one-on-one, surely! Shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Figo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Nesta tries to clear. Played in by header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Not the most accurate pass. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Figo. He is through here. Figo, he's got full. Goal! Manchester United! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Tries from distance. Great effort, beautifully taken.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Di Maria.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Foot in.
India are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Hoisted in. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
खेलना भूल गया
And
भाई।
things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you,
Yeah,
you would have
talent
thought
है
that
तेरी
when
का।
the last one went in.
And here's Di Maria. Tries to cross.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Put man mark to Luis Figo.
And he's picked it up out wide. Bellingham tries to pass it through. Can he latch on to this? For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Spammer.
Intercepts the throw. That's well read.
ये गंड भी औलाद लगती है मेरे को भाई सबसे। ये बैक पास वाले ना बहन की चूत इनकी भाई।
And he was alert to it.
ये देख
A reprieve,
क्लियर मारते रहेंगे
albeit
दो
perhaps
गोल भाई।
momentary.
अगर मान लो मैं भी ऐसे क्लियर मारूं तो फिर गेम क्या चलेगा? गेम की बहन चुद वैसे चुद जाएगी। कितनी देर गेम चलेगा बता भाई? अगर मैं भी क्लियर मारता रहा
Ah, good steal.
तो
He
कितनी
just
देर गेम
read it.
चलेगा? ये देख
Totti
ये रंडी
gets
के
rid
पिल्ले है ना
without
बहन के लंड अपनी
sophistication.
के। ये देखा
Now it's Di Maria.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Pass is just off target. Bellingham. Pele. Now that's well seen too. And the first half is done. Any strong opinions on the first half?
India really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
फाइव एक डीप लाइन है कोई इसका बंदा।
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Manchester United looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to
ये
the
देख
standard
clear
we
मारने
know
लग
they
गया।
can. But what's key is the number of bowlers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the
ये मार
urgency,
दिए क्लियर।
all will be well.
क्लियर काउंट करो इसकी बहन की चूत भाई। एक बार कोई बात नहीं
It's
खेल
Di
ले
Maria.
खेल ले। एक गेम से हमें तो कोई
Totti.
फर्क पड़ेगा
Pirlo
नहीं।
does well to get it back.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Oh, what a climb! Really well taken goal. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a
अब ये
lesson
देख
to them, Peter.
अब
They have to
तक
stay
अब तक
focused at all
अटैक पे जा रहा
times.
था। अब एक बार
Any
डिफेंस
lapse
की
in
माचुद की
concentration,
तरी
voila.
एक गोल में ही माचुद की गई तरी।
This is threatening to become a really good game.
क्लियर मारने लग
What
गया।
a difference a
तेरी
half-time
बहन ने
rocket
कच्ची
from the
गिल्ली कर
manager
दी।
can
बहन
make.
के
This is
लंड
Oh, he's been caught napping.
बहुत
And the
गैंडू
shots.
लोग हैं बहुत गैंडू लोग हैं भाई देश में।
And that's caused a worry or two.
क्या माचुद रही तुम्हारी? अगर
very
तुमसे नहीं खेला जा रहा था भाई
speculative, with
जरूरी है
little
तुमको
threat,
खेलना।
if any, for the keeper.
That's a good ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They
मार
can't
दिया
let the
क्लियर।
intensity drop now.
क्लियर ही
Peter.
क्लियर है वो तेरे
There
बस
is
की है
an
भी नहीं कुछ बहन के
irresistible,
लंड।
irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
बैक पास देख अब कहाँ तक जा रहा है भाई।
Di Maria. And that is out of play. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And here's Drogba. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And for a moment, time stood still.
Well,
नुकसान
let
का घर है
that be
भाई
a
कुछ
lesson
नहीं
to
है।
them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Coming on the field is number 9.
Terrific header!
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
वो और दूर
Oh,
दिया
that's
रे गंड
clever.
भी औलाद। इतने दूर
gone
पास
all the
दिया
way
है
through to
जो
the
चूत
keeper.
करी है भाई।
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and
अब ये
slipped
बैक पास
into
करेगा।
tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
कोई
Well,
बात
he
नहीं,
stayed down and is in very
येलो
obvious
कार्ड तो कोई बात
discomfort here.
नहीं.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Number 24.
So, what can they come up with here? And that is expertly dealt with. Ronaldinho tries to play it through. Rijkaard makes the interception.
India really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Ibrahimovic picks it up out wide. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Well, some players have clearly taken issue here, and things are threatening to boil over. The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Rijkaard getting this one clear. He shifted it to the flank.
माचुद गया अब तो गया.
And that will be it.
अरे बैंड
India were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways. But in the end, they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium. And I think this.
लड़ाई क्या हो गया? $3,000 23 पॉइंट फिर से गई भाई. फक बिग फक. एक मैच नहीं जीतता हूँ, कैसा होता है? ये लूज हुआ, ये भी लूज, ये ड्रा हुआ, ये लूज हुआ, ये भी लूज हुआ. उससे 1 2 3 4 5 मैच लगातार हार गए भाई. जीतते नहीं तो हारे ही हैं भाई. ड्रॉ भी तो एक तरह से लूज ही होते हैं भाई. क्या खेल रहे हैं भाई, कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा. रे राम रे राम भाई. कुछ तो गड़बड़ हो रही है भाई, कुछ तो है भाई. मेरा तो दिमाग फटने को है भाई बस. कुछ लिंक अप से कुछ फर्क तो नहीं पड़ रहा भाई. मेरे प्लेयर्स इतने गांडू प्लेयर है भाई, साले लिंक अप में यूज ही नहीं हो पा रहे भाई. कोई बंदा लिंक अप पे यूज नहीं हो पा रहा. बता, थ्रू पे थ्रू डाल एटो या रोनाल्डो को. इसमें भी खेल के देख चुका भाई मैं, सब सारे कंडे अपना लिए. ये मेरे मर गया रे। अब तो पता नहीं, ऐसा महसूस हो रहा है कि ये भाई 1900 1800 1900 रेटिंग के लिए जाते थे वो हम ही खेलते थे। क्या सीन है भाई, पता नहीं। पास तब देना जब एटो ने रन लेना शुरू किया, ब्लाइंड मत देना फालतू। देखते हैं भाई। हाँ, लेकिन वो मेरी दूसरी आईडी है ना, वो जो दूसरी आईडी जिससे जो तुमने ली थी और खेलते थे कई बार तुम मैच, वो आईडी में मैंने खेला था मैच, उसमें
What a
मैंने
scene we have here. There's a real
वो दूसरा
expectant
लिंक
buzz
वाला
in the
यूज किया
stadium,
था।
and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute
क्विक
now.
काउंटर वाला बहुत
Well,
भयंकर
it
यूज
looks
हुआ
like a
भाई।
big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running.
It's hard to overlook the presence of Tony Adams at the back here, Peter.
Yeah, well, he's dominant, isn't he? And uncompromising and courageous. Those are the sorts of words you always apply to him.
Yeah, and his reading of the game means he was always a step ahead of the
ये
opposition.
देख, ये
He's
है,
surprisingly
ये
quick too,
वो
you
है
know. It will be a massive
स्मार्ट
challenge to
असिस्ट
get the
दो,
better of him. That's just playing
स्मार्ट
it
असिस्ट है,
safe
प्योर
and
स्मार्ट
simple.
असिस्ट है ये।
Now that looks a decent ball. And the through ball. And he's managed to get free. And a chance! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And we have our very first corner. And it's hoisted clear. Played out to the left flank.
Pirlo's cross.
He gets big! And again!
रुक गए मादर चोद फिर
That's
से।
what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. Pirlo plays it short. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. He's got away. No, it's come to nothing. India are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Yaya Toure.
India really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Pirlo. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's managed to get rid. Cherki engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Stojkovic. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Shevchenko. Neatly clipped into space. It's Pele! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
India have their third corner. Adams with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. That's gone for a throw-in. And that has been cut short.
माँ तो देगी इस गेम की फिर से भाई मैं लिख के दे रहा हूँ ना भाई
He's
क्योंकि
away.
गेंदबस्ती है उतनी हो रखी है
Stojkovic!
अगर हमसे गोल नहीं हो रहा तो ओपोनेंट तो गोल मारेगा भाई
And it's half-time here.
और हमसे
So a
नहीं हो रहा
steady,
गोल भाई
solid and more than
एक्चुअली बात तो
satisfactory
यही है
first
भाई कि
half.
हमसे गोल
They've
नहीं हो
got the
रहा
lead, and that gives them something to build on after
अगर
the
हमसे
break.
गोल हो रहा होता ना तो हम
Yeah,
गोल
you
मार
don't get
देते
any
भाई
points
लेकिन
for
हमसे
stating
नहीं
the
हो रहा
obvious,
गोल
Peter, but thankfully this is still very
गांड तक का
savable.
जोर लगा
Keep
रखा है फिर
things
भी गोल नहीं
simple,
हो रहा भाई
keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitution.
क्यों रोक रहा है यार क्यों रोक रहा है मेरा दिमाग खराब तो पहले से ही है और तेरी माँ की भोसड़ी के लंडे
So off we go once more.
India can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing. This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Shevchenko. There's the shot! Well, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. Obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Pirlo is behind this one. And now as good a time as any to pull level. Pirlo! It's anyone's ball now. Look at the space here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, terrible pass. Batistuta. Nice interception. His positioning was... He's tried one! And he comes up trumps again.
सब छूट जा रहा है सब की बहन छूट जा रही है भाई कुछ नहीं हो सकता हमारा भाई
All
कुछ
he
नहीं हो
needs to
सकता
do is to place this between the goalposts
अब
and
हमारे
basically let them
डिवीजन
attack it.
3 में जाने के आकार लग रहे हैं प्रॉपर
He's
चांस
taking
है
no chances there. Big chance!
85% चांस है
Very
डिवीजन
good
3 में
try, in
जाने
fact.
के 85% बता रहा हूँ क्योंकि मेरे को पता है कैसा गेम चल रहा है भाई गैंड मार रखी गेम ने कुछ खेलने का मन नहीं कर रहा
Nicely weighted ball. Shevchenko is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him
मार
up
दे
in
के
the
लिए तेरी
process,
बहन
Peter.
चुदाले से कुछ कर ले
Rijkaard
चले गए ना
gets
तब
it
तो तेरी
clear.
माँ चुदी जाएगी तू चाहे कितना ही
Your
रोक ले
impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're
एक
set on
बंदा चल
using
गया
it.
ना तो तेरी माँ तो मैं अपने
Now
आप
it's
छोड़ दूंगा
Mbappe.
एक बंदा चला
Oh,
जाए
he's
बस
had it taken off him. Pirlo. Now it's Pele. Eto'o. Great shot at goal!
अब रोक ले क्या तेरी माँ चुदवाएगा रोक लेना
There seemed no way back, but they are level.
अब रोक ले
They forced the error
अब
and
मेरा लंड
extracted
पकड़ लियो
the
एक बार फिर से
maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
India grabbed the equaliser and we're all... He's having a shot! Goal! Inter!
Sanjeev 019
And they're back in front.
is this side.
He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Inter Milan take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the...
Oh, smashing header! Sticks it away! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, there's...
It's Ibrahimovic!
India really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this.
Terrific header! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And this is Eto.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, that was vital. Oh, there's the clearance.
Substitution on the field. Number 11
The message is simple. Defend this with your lives.
is number 24, Ronaldinho.
Right card! And that's caused a worry or two. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated.
हैप्पी भाई आपके पास
How would you
कोई
sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
नेपाल का
Well,
बैंक
a decent
अकाउंट
draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and
नेपाल
plenty
के
of talking points,
बैंक अकाउंट
and
का
it
क्या
ended with
काम
the
होगा?
right result, in my opinion.
कोई काम ही नहीं पड़ता भाई नेपाल का ही नेपाल के पैसे क्या करेंगे भाई डाउन पे डाउन चल रहे हैं भाई बढ़िया फील्डिंग बिठा रखी है भाई मैच नहीं जीते याद ही नहीं आ रहा कौन सा मैच जीते थे याद नहीं है भाई क्या बताऊं इनवाइट तो आया किसी का भाई अजय भाई का नेपाल का तो है तो नहीं लेकिन अगर कोई काम है तो भाई कर सकते हैं कोई काम है तो बताओ पूछ देंगे एक दो बंदे हैं नेपाल के मतलब इधर भी हैं वैसे भी यार दोस्त भी हैं तो पूछ सकते हैं भाई दोबारा भेजता हूँ गलत टीम सेलेक्ट कर ली गलत क्या कर ली सही है ईपी की तो है ईपी में ही तो खेल ईपी में क्या दिक्कत होगी दूसरा मैच दूसरी टीम के साथ खेल लेंगे कैंसिल कर ही दिया अब तो भाई देख, रूम कोड क्लोज करने की क्या जरूरत थी भाई? सब सब एक से बढ़ के एक है भाई। जस्ट स्पोर्ट के लिए 3-400, तो 3-400 स्पोर्ट के लिए नेपाल का बैंक अकाउंट होना जरूरी है क्या भाई? ओह माय गॉड, कभी चाहिए, लेकिन वो बताओ चाहिए कब? 300-400 रुपए। ओह माय गॉड, यहाँ से इंटरनेशनल पेमेंट नहीं होता है? कहाँ से नहीं होता इंटरनेशनल पेमेंट भाई? कहाँ रहते हो आप? नेपाल से इंटरनेशनल पेमेंट नहीं होता, या फिर किस चीज़ से नहीं होता? कहाँ से होता है? इंडिया से नहीं होता, नेपाल से नहीं होता, कहाँ से? नया गुलिट निकाल लिया भाई? हैं? यही करियो भाई, कोई अच्छी बात मत करियो। नया गुलिट भी निकाल लिया, वाह रे भाई। जो हर चीज भाई, हर चीज चाहिए अकाउंट में। मत कर भाई, मत कर, मत कर भाई। टोटी, नया टोटी भी है भाई, नया नया गुलिट भी है। कुछ कुछ लक भी डिपेंड करता है भाई। मेरा तो मन कर रहा है इस अकाउंट की बैंड चुदवा दूं साले सब प्लेयर को रिलीज करके, और बैंड चुद ये जीमेल मार दूं क्लोज, बस ये तो कर सकते हैं भाई, और तो अपने बस की नहीं है कुछ। यही कर सकते हैं बस हम लोग।
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Becklin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Yeah, Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Short changes him with that pass. Gullit. And he's found Gullit! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Italy finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, that's ambitious. That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity. There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
And that's been won straight back. He's having a go. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Chiesa clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Ibrahimovic. Oh, it's come loose. Another pass just keeps... It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Messi plays it short. Can he finish? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
नेपाल से तो
Corner number 2 then.
इंटरनेशनल ट्रांजैक्शन करने के ना कुछ दोस्त ऐसा होता है कि अगर मान लो आपके अकाउंट में अगर इंटरनेशनल पेमेंट ऑन है ना तभी वो हो
It's a
पाएगी,
mighty effort.
वरना नहीं हो पाएगी भाई।
And oh, he's got that
पहले आपके
completely wrong.
अकाउंट में वो इंटरनेशनल पेमेंट का कुछ होता है सेटिंग वगैरह, उसके कुछ एडिशनल चार्जेस होते हैं,
Italy really
तो
can't
एडिशनल
go
चार्जेस
chasing
होते
this
हैं
game
तो
too soon.
वो
Any
चार्जेस
rash decisions
देने पड़ते
now
हैं आपको,
could
तब
see them lose
आपको
it.
आपके अकाउंट में मतलब वैलिड किया जाता है।
Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. Vieira. Now that looks a decent ball. Aims beyond the defence. Incoming delivery, he gets big, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, that wasn't far away.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Can he get on the end of this? Beckenbauer does well to get it back. Adriano showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Gullit! Gullit! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Adriano wins the duel this time. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days. All part of a forward's duties.
Vieira. Ferdinand. And it's Vieira. Beckenbauer. Spread it left. Throw in.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Adriano. Gullit. And this is Eto'o. Bergomi cuts it out. And there is the half-time whistle. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Italy can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Thuram. That's Vieira. Ferdinand. Gullit does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And it's Gullit. And here's Eto'o. It's Eto'o! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, lots to admire in the run and the defending. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Substitution on the field. Number 17, Adriano. Number 19, Pele. Coming on the field, number 4,
That has
Dembele.
ended up in no man's land. And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Ibrahimovic. Now it's Chiesa. And the finish! Oh, it's hit the post. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Chiesa deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Dembele. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Gullit. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pirlo. Totti, looking for the run. It's played through for him. He's had a shot!
Heracles surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And he's had it nicked away. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Good read, needed to be. That's a little off target. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And it's Shevchenko.
माँ की भोसड़ी
Pirlo.
बहुत गैंडू गेम भाई हद मत कर गेम हद मत कर मुंह में मुंह दिया बहन की चूत मारू गेम की भाई
And it's lofted through here.
मुंह में मुंह दिया बिल्कुल
With
गेम
that
ने भाई
dink over the top. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Quite a game, and one that was always on a
बात
knife
डाली
edge until
पूरी
the
गैंड
very
में
final
बात
whistle.
दी भाई पूरी
No
बहन की
shortage of
चूत
endeavour,
भाई इस गेम
effort,
की
at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the way the manager has stormed down the tunnel lends itself to an almighty telling off for such a timid, docile display.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
बहुत अब पता चला इस बात का क्या भाई अरे भैया आपको तो बड़ी जल्दी पता चल गई किस्मत खराब है लंड गेम एकदम भाई ये इस आईडी में ही कुछ प्रॉब्लम है भाई मैं तो शुरुआत वाले दिन से बोल बोल के थक चुका भाई कि आईडी ही गंड मेरी आईडी है भाई किस मनहूस घड़ी में ये आईडी बनाई थी किस मनहूस घड़ी ने इस बैंड चौद आईडी की माँ चुदी थी भाई पता नहीं मेरे को तो ये चल मेरा साला मैं तो सोच रहा हूँ इस आईडी को निकाल देता हूँ लेकिन उसके लिए कोई लेने वाला भी तो होना चाहिए ना भाई 1636 पॉइंट पे भाई, शर्म तो रही नहीं, मतलब हमने बेच खाई शर्म तो। क्या लिख रहा भाई? क्रॉस पैम ना भाई, अभी उस हालात में नहीं है भाई, क्रॉस पैम करने वाले हालात में नहीं है। पानी लेके आना था एक बार, ये मैच लगेगा ना तो उसके बाद जाऊंगा, लगने के बाद। अजय भाई, अजय भाई सुन रहे हो क्या? एक मिनट में पानी की बोतल लेके आए।
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
That's tidy. Shapes to shoot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Chiesa providing an outlet on that flank. Chiesa!
भाई क्या हो गया?
Ambitious,
दूसरा
but
मिस है यार
just
चिएजा
off
का.
target.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Chiesa, Del Piero is better than Chiesa, bro. Can I substitute with Del Piero? Can I substitute Chiesa with Del Piero? Del Piero is better or Chiesa is better, bro? Who is better, bro? Who is?
Beckenbauer picks it up from the goal kick.
Man mark Chiesa.
Mbappe. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Torres. No goals as yet. Italy looking to pass their way through. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, shooting chance! Goal, Italy!
Too
Truly
easy,
superb.
he's missed it.
A goal of such supreme quality,
Then
composure
Chiesa
and
is scored, bro.
class.
What about the pass, Peter?
Chiesa
It
has
was
been
played
scored.
so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
Italy are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now it's Torres. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And the through ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Crossed into the box. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. He won't be happy with that one. Rijkaard. Back into the middle. And he will... Goes for a shot!
Oh,
Oh, crossbar!
crossbar.
Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there. Held his run enough
Can
to
I
ensure
can
he
I
didn't stray
use
offside.
Bliss Curler at center forward also, bro? I have Vieri.
Now it's Messi. And he's in... And Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Oh, this looks sharp. And he's intervened well there. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's
नहीं सोन
Mbappe.
था मेरे पास ऑलरेडी.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe!
ये गोल मार दिया. चिप
Oh, taken with style.
चिप शॉट नहीं था ये बिल्कुल
They
मतलब
have
जमीन से
grabbed
उठाए नहीं
themselves an
बिल्कुल एकदम.
equaliser. Well, they were
क्या बोलते हैं
Starting
उसको?
to look more and more threatening,
कौन सा
Peter,
शॉट
so
होता
this
है ये?
comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up.
राइजिंग शॉट तो ऊपर वाला होता है.
There was no
ये
getting
नॉक
to
शॉट भी
that.
नहीं था,
No
राइजिंग नहीं
getting
था,
to it
उससे
at
अलग
all.
डिपिंग शॉट था
Expertly
शायद.
done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And that has added a whole new... And the referee brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break, all square. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Italy get the ball rolling for the second period.
Italy are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Messi in acres of space out wide. João Neves. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Schneider. Nesta gets across to intercept that. Threads one in. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Italy clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Shevchenko. Chiesa being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Rijkaard. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pele. And this is Messi. Showing good feet. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Messi. Ganso. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's Neves. There's the shot!
पड़ गया.
He scored! And the comeback is complete. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Italy making consecutive changes here. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your
ये क्या
peril. It's been
बैड
a
लग रही
joy
है?
to
अब
watch
क्या
them
सुधर
pull
गया?
themselves right back into it.
अब क्या
Now,
सुधर गया? अब
can
तो
they
बैंड
hang on?
चुदेगी गेम की.
Great ball,
रंडी का
he's
गेम है ना
had a
पूरा.
chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now that's well seen too.
ए तेरी माँ की चूत तेरी बैंड के लंडे. कभी तो
Into the
तेरी
last
बैंड
5
चुदवा ले.
minutes. Del Piero. Shot a goal!
अरे बैंड के भोसड़ी तेरी. बैंड
Italy
चुदवा दी
really
गेम
can
की.
only do
बैंड
one
का
thing now,
लंड
Peter.
गेम है
Get the
भाई.
ball up front, make sure it sticks and sustain
माँ की
some pressure.
चूत मारो गेम की भाई बिल्कुल.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. Fernando Torres. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Baresi makes the interception. And that is as far as it
माँ की
goes.
सूत बहन
Italy
का लंड कितना ही
illustrating
नुकसान कर लो
perfectly
खुद
the
का ही होगा
fickle
ये
nature
गेम
of
बाज
football.
नहीं आएगा
Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many
वाह
times,
वाह
they
रे
ended up
रंडी
with
के
nothing.
बीच बहन चोद
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Italy really will be deflated by the result, not just because they lost, but the
मैं बोल रहा हूँ अगर डिवीजन 3 में नहीं पहुंचा दे ये गेम तो ये भी एक बाप की औलाद नहीं बहन का लंड कोई बना नाजायज बीज नहीं किसी ने बनाया होगा भाई ये गेम बहन का लंड एआई सपोर्ट क्या बहन चुदाने के लिए दी है बता इस गेम में भाई एआई सपोर्ट है और अगर हम लोग स्मार्ट असिस्ट ऑन करेंगे ना तो हमारा स्मार्ट असिस्ट भी ऐसे ही अपनी माँ चुदाएगा वो स्मार्ट असिस्ट भी काम नहीं आएगा भाई क्योंकि हम सब कुछ करके देख चुके इस गेम में सब कुछ किसी आईडी को ही शराप होता है भाई और वो यही आईडी है वो इसको पूरा शराप है भाई कि तेरी माँ चुदेगी तू चाहे कुछ कर ले तू बहन के लंड कभी इस आईडी से तू कर ही नहीं सकता कुछ देश दुनिया में गेम तो और भी है इसी में माँ चुदवाई देश दुनिया में आईडी और भी है लेकिन हमारी आईडी की बहन चुद रही है बार बार भाई कुछ कर नहीं सकते लेकिन भाई कुछ कर नहीं सकते कुछ कर नहीं सकते कॉलर तो भाई किसी मैच में चल जाता है उसमें 5-6 गोल मार देता है नहीं चलता उसमें उसकी भी ऐसे ही गैंड फटी 4 हो जाती है नहीं चलता उसमें वो भी मुश्किल उसकी गैंड फट जाती है भाई एक गोल मारने में भी उसको ऐसे स्ट्रगल करना पड़ता है भाई भाई मेरे को नहीं पता कि बंदे और दूसरों की आईडी कैसे खेलते हैं मेरी आईडी में तो कोई बहन का लंड खेलता नहीं भाई अच्छा
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
फिर
The
बता क्या
game
करूं
yet
फिर
to
मैं
kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing
अब
quite like
3000
match day,
coins की बात है
especially here. This crowd
3000
doesn't
coins
do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running.
Giuliano Belletti will undoubtedly have a very busy game here, Peter.
आ
He's
गया
good
स्मार्ट
going in
असिस्ट
both
वाला
directions and has a very impressive
ये
finish.
ऑटोमेटिक क्लियर होने वाली चीजें है ना ये स्मार्ट असिस्ट वाला ही कर सकता है भाई
Famously, of course, 3 years
आपके
in
लक अच्छे ना
Catalonia
लक
and
लक
one
इज
goal,
मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट
the
ब्रो
winner in a European final.
Yeah, well, who could forget that? But first and foremost, I see him as someone who always puts in an honest shift. He'll do everything his
लक
manager
होता है ना
asks him
इंसान
to
का
do
तो भाई
and
कुछ भी
will
हो
rarely
सकता
let
है
you down.
हमारा लक
Short
नहीं है
changes
हमारा
it with that
भोसड़ा है भाई
pass.
फट जाता है तभी वो
That'll be a throw. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Can he get it through? Ferdinand gets across to intercept that. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Van Nistelrooy. And this is and Owen! And he's done it! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
क्लियर मार दिया
Italy are already
बहन
chasing
चुदगी
the
उतरी
game.
तो
They didn't envisage
एक
that.
गोल मारते ही जान जीत लिया तूने
Italy are
बहन के
really in
लंडे
a position where patience and prudence will serve them best.
ये भी
Time's on
ये
their
देख
side.
क्लियर देख तो अब इसकी माँ चुद रही है ना वो देख अब तू देख कैसे एक गोल मारने के बाद क्या हो गया
Can
भाई
they get him away?
तेरी बहन चुद की एक गोल मारते ही
He's shifting and he shoots. Really well taken goal. a quite incredible spell. They are
बहुत रंडी के
flying.
बीच मिलते हैं भाई बैंड कैलेंड भाई
Oh, how's
एक से
that
एक
for
बढ़
a
के
class
गंड में
finish?
मिलता है भाई
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way,
मार के लिए
and he
तेरी
just
बैंड की
slips the
चूत
other.
तेरी मैच में भी जीतूंगा
Things
ये
starting to look very comfortable. Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He's got away. Closing in on chance for a shot. And it's there.
Ah,
And they're at it again in double quick time. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Oh, what's he done? Eto! It's in! A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Italy give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Played into space. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And this is Messi, and he's managed decent chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Messi just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge, and he'll rise to it.
Italy with the corner. They're first. Oh, smashing header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Great pressure, plenty of it. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now he's got space here. Nesta. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And here's Messi. And it's Van Nistelrooy. And that pass just didn't quite work. Pass somewhat off target. Messi.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He is through here.
माँ की भोसड़ी तेरी बहुत गंडवा गेम
And
देख ले
there's
भाई
his chance to lead the counter. He's found a way through. And Van Nistelrooy! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? And the first half is done.
तेरी माँ की चूत मारू तेरी की
And we come to you now with a
बहुत
big
गंड भरा
request
गेम है
for
भाई बहुत
support
गंड भरा
for
गेम
our
है
World Charity Fund.
रोक अब देख अब रोक रहा है तेरी बैंड क्यों नहीं चुदी पहले जब जब मैच शुरू हुआ उस टाइम पे क्यों नहीं चुदी तब रोकना तू बहुत
Here we go
भाई मेरा
again
तो
then.
अलग ही गंड मेरे लोग आ
I
रहे हैं
think they
भाई
have
अलग
to
ही
be
गंड मेरे लोग
positive
आ रहे हैं
despite
तीसरा
the
मैच आ गया भाई
scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
He's had a shot!
फक
An attempt
Fuck,
which in
man,
hindsight
कि
was
चूत इसकी
probably
भाई,
just
fuck.
beyond him.
Oh, he's usually
लंड
such
बैंड
a
का
good
लोड़ा
finisher.
1% भी सपोर्ट नहीं कर रहा गेम भाई 1% क्या होती है भाई ए तेरी माँ की चूत
Ambitious ball here. Deep through. And this is Van Nistelrooy. That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, how about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish, imperfection. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Nakata. And this is Owen. Van Nistelrooy! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Van Nistelrooy. Schneider. Chiesa. Plays a shot. And the shot! It's hit the upright.
1% सपोर्ट नहीं है गेम
Another
में.
big chance that gets
गेम
away.
की माँ
Well, the
चुदी पड़ी
breakthrough
है
hasn't
हमारे.
come yet, Peter, but
हमेशा
you do
अगेंस्ट में
feel
रहता है
they're
बैंड
upping
का
the ante
लंड.
here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
हमेशा इसकी माँ चुदती रहती है भाई हमारे अगेंस्ट में ही.
Shevchenko.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Italy still have the cards to affect this game. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That's a cute ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Buffon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the
तेरी
ball.
बहन की
If they want to
फुद्दी.
counter, they could do with more speed.
Shevchenko. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Van Nistelrooy. And he cuts out the supply. Looking for the run. Nesta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Tries to pass it through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
तेरी माँ की चूत.
That's a throw.
बहन के लंड. बहन चुदवा दी गेम की. अब खुश है तू बहन के लंड. ये देख. ये देख. इतना रंडी का बीज है गेम बहन का लंड ये.
Into the last 5 minutes. Shevchenko. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. And Nistelrooy does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And it's made its way to him.
ये देख ले.
Right
डबल
card
टच करने के
gets
बाद भी
rid
बहन की
without
चूत.
sophistication.
टैकल हो जा रहा है. क्यों हो जा रहा है? क्योंकि तेरी माँ चुद रही है भाई गेम.
And
डबल
that
टच करने के
is
बावजूद भी
that.
टैकल हो जा रहा है गेम. दे
In
बहन
the
का
end,
लंड.
then, no joy.
खूब
Not for the
माँ
want of
चुदवा रहा है
trying,
गेम भाई.
not for the
खूब
want of running.
बिल्कुल
Simply they were beaten by a
टॉप
better
लेवल की
team
माँ
on the
चुदवा
day.
रहा है गेम भाई. बिल्कुल टॉप लेवल.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness and it was weak throughout.
My thanks to
Division
Jim.
2.
We both wish you a very good evening.
डिवीजन 2. कुछ नुकसान हो जाएगा. मुश्किल से भरपाई की है. फिर से माना चुद जाएगा. 50 कॉइन्स. अरे माँ की भोसड़ी तेरी. ए बहन का भोसड़ा. खूब ही गंड मेरी हरकत है भाई. खूब. ए तेरी बहन. मुझे नाश करेगा. सॉरी चल रे बहन का लंड. सॉरी चल रे. खेलते भाई. भेज दो इनवाइट. भेजो इनवाइट. भेज दो या रूम कोड भेज दो भाई. माँ चुद की गेम की तो भाई सब. मैं भी कॉलर के साथ। गुलिट किधर है? गुलिट नहीं मिला, मिला नहीं गुलिट भाई। मिलता तो होता ना भाई। मैं तो बोल रहा था कि कोई भेज दो भाई, कोई तो एक बंदा तो भेज दो, रिडम कोड भेज दो कम से कम भाई।
Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear. The noise is fervent. The atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, as you can see, we've already
फ्री में लैंड
started
मिला
here.
भाई। फ्री में कुछ मिलता है क्या हमें? हमें तो आज तक
Messi.
कुछ मिला नहीं फ्री में भाई। फ्री में 50 कॉइन्स मिलते हैं, 50 कॉइन्स, 30 कॉइन्स, 10 कॉइन्स
Frank
ये मिलते हैं।
Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be
दुनिया 1000
massive,
कॉइन्स,
Peter. He's so
300
physically
कॉइन्स,
dominant, such a destroyer.
3000 कॉइन्स
But he
ऐसे
does
लूट
have a
रहे
certain
हैं।
X factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special. That ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Turan. Into the channel. That's been cut out, well played. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
हमें नहीं मिलता भाई कभी। हमें तो गैंड मरवाने को फ्री में मिलती है बस, ये है।
Looking to play him in. Oh, that's well spotted. He's Pele! Brilliant from Pele! About as smooth as it gets. A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
India have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Now it's Bale. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Beckenbauer. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Vigo going face-to-face with his great rival. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Bale. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance to the chance! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. An act of charity gratefully received.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
India are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Quality ball. Well, that is one way to stop him. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
And here's Figo. Messi. And this is Messi. Messi! Oh, it's a nice idea. In he goes again! Another save.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
There's the whistle for half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
India are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. So we're just settling back into this second half. He's gone for goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Beckham clears. Nesta. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Messi. Nesta. Beckenbauer. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Beckham picks it up out wide. Fired deep. Terrific header! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Back in. A real chance! It's their second corner of the game. He gets big. India have the chance to go the other way. And the through ball. And this is Bale. Jordi Alba. Ball driven towards the far post. Roberto. Oh, smashing header. Oh, that's another chance. Great vision. Takes a shot. And it's there. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
India find a position of real strength now. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Yeah, and the ref told him it was...
It's a mighty effort! They've done it! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
So is this the start of a comeback? Oh, nicely intercepted. And the counter is on. Now it's Beckham. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he's had it nicked away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Beckham. Looking to go deep. Up he goes! Aims beyond the defence. Pele. That has been slung wide. Roberto Carlos stood his ground strong. He's had a shot! It's in! And he is just ripping it up. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So now the difference is 3. Five minutes to add. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that will be the final act. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Collar reflecting on a stellar performance and now taking home a permanent reminder for his mantelpiece. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
देखो मेरे हिसाब से तो देखो भाई, ये जो आपने लगा रखे ना 3 एट द फ्रंट कॉलर के साथ एक RWF काफ़ी है। ये जो सेकंड स्ट्राइकर है ना, इसको AMF बना लो, AMF। सेकंड स्ट्राइकर फिर भी थोड़ा सा मतलब एज ए स्ट्राइकर, मतलब जो SS होता है सेकंड स्ट्राइकर है, वो एज स्ट्राइकर बीच में पास में इन्वॉल्व बहुत कम होता है। जो पास में इन्वॉल्व नहीं होगा तो फिर फ़ायदा नहीं उस चीज़ का। इसलिए मैं तो आपको यही सजेस्ट करूँगा कि ये जो सेकंड स्ट्राइकर है ना, इसको एएमएफ बना दो, तो एएमएफ से आपके पास ऑप्शन खुल जाएंगे। ऑप्शन ये हो जाएंगे कि आप आरएमएफ से एएमएफ, फिर एएमएफ से वापस आरएमएफ को दे के आरडब्ल्यूएफ को भी दे सकते हो पास, या आरएमएफ से एएमएफ को दे के डायरेक्ट आरडब्ल्यूएफ को भी पास दे सकते हो। ये जो लुइस फिगो, इसके लिए मैंने भी ट्राई किया था एज्ड क्रॉसिंग प्लस मोमेंटम ड्रिबलिंग, लेकिन मेरे को मिला नहीं है क्योंकि हमारी किस्मत चूतिया है भाई, इसलिए। गुलिट अच्छा होगा मेसी के प्लेस में एएमएफ। गुलिट को रखोगे तो गुलिट को रखना थोड़ा सा ओल्ड फिगो है, अच्छा पुराने वाला फिगो है ये। नया वाला तो मैंने भी ट्राई किया था लेकिन मिला नहीं मेरे को भाई। तो ये बोल रहा था मैं कि अगर आप एएमएफ रखोगे ना, मेरे पास जो पेले है ना, वो पेले कई बार, अगर मान लो वहाँ पे उस मूवमेंट पे कॉलर वहाँ पे नहीं होता, तो कॉलर की जगह पे हेड लेने के लिए भी ये वहाँ पे पहुँच जाता है। अगर डीप लाइन फॉरवर्ड ये हरकतें कर सकता है तो होल प्लेयर तो भाई वहाँ पे मिलेगा ही मिलेगा। और गुलिट वहाँ पे अगर मिल गया तो बुलेट हेडर गुलिट तो भाई किसी के बस की बात ही नहीं है रोकना, ठीक है। और अगर मान लो आपने उसको डबल टच दे रखा है तो आप एएमएफ से भी थोड़ा सा ड्रिबलिंग करके, लो स्कैमर भी उसके पास स्किल है तो आप वहाँ से भी गोल मार सकते हो, आपके पास वो भी चांस है। बाकी भाई मैं तो सजेस्ट करूँगा कि अगर गोलकीपर के लिए आपको जाना है ना, तो गोलकीपर में बफन से ऊपर कोई गोलकीपर नहीं है भाई। ये तो आप इस मैच में देख भी चुके होगे। बफन ने मान लो 5 में से 4 सेव दिए, 1 गोल हुआ था बफन के साथ, वरना 5 में से उसने 4 सेव मारे हैं भाई। बिल्कुल सामने हेड, पीछे हेड, आगे हेड, हर तरह के हेड से उसने सेव दिया था। ऐसा नहीं है कि मेरे अगेंस्ट में भी आते हैं बफन वाले, तो मेरे को पता है कि भाई ये गोलकीपर ना बहुत मतलब अंडररेटेड गोलकीपर है भाई। इसको अंडर एस्टिमेट कोई चांस ना है भाई, क्यों भी हो जाए, इसलिए।
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
बफन में नहीं गया मैं ऑलरेडी। अरे भाई
Well,
पीटर
we're on the
चेक तो
way.
मेरे पास भी था, पीटर स्माइकल
Jim,
भी
who
था
do
मेरे
you
पास,
pick out as the telling individual
इसलिए
today?
मैंने भी बफन लिया
Yeah,
ना भाई,
Paul
क्योंकि मेरे को
Pogba.
पता था
He
बफन
could
से
be
अच्छा
a
कुछ
real
नहीं।
Oh, that's ambitious.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
That's a good run down the left. And he skips past his man. Quick look, then he rises! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, what has happened here? Jordi Alba receives it in a wide position. And he gets rid in a hurry. Real chance!
India would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Beckenbauer, quarter of an hour played. He's shifting through the gears here. And he has been fouled there. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Gets his head on it! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there. It's just a shame about the accuracy.
Rijkaard. So it is still 0-0. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Ferdinand. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. McAllister. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. McAllister showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Bale. And this is Pele. Chance! And it's a goal! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Pele.
Colorado Springs clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is. And it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Roberto Carlos delivers.
That's good defensive concentration.
Raul. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Oh, he's bustling through here. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Ferdinand gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Looking for a runner. That's good vision. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
India really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient.
Chance! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Big chance. He's having a shot. He has done it. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
There was to be only one outcome.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Schlotterbeck.
India really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Raul. Now it's Puskas. Oh, easy pickings there. Shoots! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Schlotterbeck kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Swings it across. Rooney claims it without any fuss. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Raul does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Good read, needed to be.
Colorado Springs clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Now it's Lewandowski. Toure cuts out the pass. Roberto Carlos. And it's Pogba. Oh, super. And Puskas! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Puskas fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And he's taking no chances there. Has a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Tries a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Nuno Mendes. And he's been shifted off it. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Lewandowski is flagged offside.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Played out to the left flank.
4 added minutes has
Oh,
been
there's a
indicated.
probing ball. And this is Raul. He's through, now is he in? He's had a shot! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it!
दे दिया खड़ा लंड
That
करके
is
उसके
a
ऊपर
goal
बैठ गया बताओ
worthy
क्या
of
करें
universal appreciation.
रोकेगा
Even the
अब
opposing
सब कुछ
fans
पीछे
have to
धकेल देगा
recognise the
बैक पास
quality
करेगा
there.
डबल बार
That's
ऑन
an
कर लेगा
incredible
बैंड
shot.
की
The
चूत
depth
इस
that
गेम
the
की हो
curly
जाएगी
managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely
इतने
impeccable.
गंड मेरी किस्मत है भाई इतनी गंड मेरी किस्मत है भाई किस्मत ऐसी गंड मेरी है कि कुछ कर नहीं सकता भाई हाँ, वाह रे गंड भी औलाद बैंड चोद ना जाए औलाद हमेशा से बीच में ही टांग अड़ाएगी भाई बीच में टांग आएगी बीच में ना जाए औलाद होगी ना भाई फटे कुंडम का नतीजा होता है ऐसा। तेरी बहन की चूत। अब देख तू उसकी हरकत देख, अब तुझे ये ले। मैंने क्या बोला था तेरे को? मैंने झूठ बोला था? सब कुछ पीछे धकेल दिया, सब कुछ पीछे धकेल देगा, डबल बार ऑन कर लेगा, अरे अपनी माँ चुदवा लेगा मेरे लंड से, बैंड का लोड़ा। ये गंडवेरी हरकत है, देख ले अब तू। कर दिया ना, सब कुछ पीछे धकेल दे, सब कुछ। कमी पड़ गई हो तो और अपनी बहन और चुदवा ली इससे, बैंड के लोड़े।
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out? Well, look, Peter, he's been bundled over. That is a foul. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. Alexander-Arnold has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
And that is that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
India
Division
absolutely
2.
shocking here.
Division
Shockingly polarised
2,
in the
Division
middle,
2,
which was
Division
painfully
2.
exploited, and that's
माँ
left
की
plenty
चूत
for the manager
तेरी।
to think about. A painful.
डिवीजन 3 में जा सकते, इतने मादर चोद है भाई, इतने मादर चोद है, डिवीजन 3 में जाएंगे अब। अरे बहन की चूत, एक आध गेम तो जीतते बहन का लंडे, एक गेम तो जीतते कम से कम। ए बहन का भोसड़ा तेरा। साला देख गंडवा बताने के लिए आया, अरे मादर चोद। तेरी माँ की चूत मारूतरी।